Yep. Here we go. We did.
There we go. We're live.
Happy Halloween. Well, happy almost Halloween.
There we go. Oh, no, I was thinking about that Donald Duck cartoon where's the boy, where's Huey, Dewey, and Louie going trick or treat with that witch and tricking Donald Duck. But anyway, oh man, good evening and welcome to Pits Analysis Week 10 from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Austin Williams from Sports Talk with Austin, as we'll be going over quite a lot on Week 10 of the 2025 college football season. Let me tell you something, folks. You're
Yes,
in
we
for a
will.
wild ride. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Oh, I'm excited, Jackson. It's kind of interesting, but we got some playoff elimination games coming up. I mean, Oklahoma, Tennessee on Saturday night, Miami, SMU. Essentially, the winner is still very much alive, not only for the ACC but for a playoff berth. The loser is basically eliminated. They would need a lot of help, especially in SMU. Especially in SMU's case. Bama's sitting and chilling this week before they play LSU, which we see how we'll talk about it more as we get into next week. But after a team fires a head coach, Jackson, they seem to play better. So Bama better be on the lookout. LSU might play better next week, but we'll get into that next week. And we'll have our first CFP rankings revealed next Tuesday night. So that'll be interesting. We'll get a gauge of where the committee thinks everyone stands. And remember, the initial one, not that doesn't mean anything, it's just the first one. There's plenty more to come. The one that counts is the last one. But looking forward to it all.
There we go. We're going to be having a wild ride.
He said trick or treat is boring. Hey, listen, when you're a kid and you're getting all the candy, I mean, it's fun if you're a kid, but as an adult, it's just kind of like, okay, whatever. Especially when the wife and kids want to go trick or treating. And Jackson, the Mexican Wolverine says he's got a spoiler for you.
Yep. I could see that.
But Jackson,
no one's going to care about SMU or Miami, and that could be why Miami loses. So it's like, that would be why.
Me and you care. Me and you are going to watch it.
Well, we care, but the whole nation isn't sitting watching Miami. You're not seeing Kirk Herbstreit and the dog there. That's the thing, though. And James Madison dominating Texas State. Oh my God, Texas State getting blistered. Can we have Bob Chesney as the Nets head coach of anybody? Like, I mean, honestly, everybody talks about the Boise State coaching crew. I mean, the James Madison coaching crew sounds like something Michigan State needs to do. They're sick and tired. Jonathan Smith don't get Bob Chesney from James Madison. North Carolina State, this is your hint. Get rid of Dave Doreen and get a winner in Bob Chesney.
Anywho, these are the Tuesday night results as we sit here. Kennesaw State improves to 6-2. Jackson with a 33-20 victory. Kennesaw State's going bowling, Jackson, which means Wade's victory over them doesn't look as bad now. Any nice words you would like to say about Kennesaw State?
Congrats, Kennesaw State. UTEP, you suck. you jackasses.
Okay. You already said your flowery things about James Madison putting a whooping on Texas State. Wednesday night, Jackson. On 7:30 on ESPN2. Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee State. Jack State's 5.5-point favorites. Jackson, are you going to pick your mama's alma mater?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Middle Tennessee sucks. I'm going Jacksonville State 55-21.
I'll go 34-7 Jacksonville State for Mama Jack. For Mama Johnson. FIU, Missouri State, Jackson. 8 p.m. tomorrow night on CBS in Missouri State, Florida International. Missouri State's a 3.5-point home favorite. Who do you think's going to come out on top on this one, Jackson? Even though we're not really experts in these
Missouri
games.
State's going to win 31-28 over Florida International. That guy that's owning us, Mexican Wolverine, is Caden the Diesel Freak. He's basically everywhere. He's on the Bama College show. He's all on here. Sometimes he's on basically a lot of channels calling in.
Yeah,
he's everywhere.
He's basically the class clown. Basically, he's just pestering people. He's like that little kid. You just got to tell him, shoot, shoot, shoot. You just got to ignore him. He's just having his fun. But I'll go Missouri State 2, Jackson, 28-25. Missouri State gets the win. Thursday night, Jackson. Woo, we got 2 Thursday night games. So if you don't like the Raven, yes, class bully. Yes, it's a good way of looking at it. Yes. But except Jackson knows how to handle them. But
I blow the whistle on them.
Yep. So Jackson, here's the thing. Jackson, what game is on Thursday Night Football this year for Amazon Prime, right? It's the Dolphins and Ravens. And Jackson, I know you love you some Tua, but Jackson, how does Marshall, Coastal Carolina at 7:30 sound? With Marshall being a 5.5-point favorite. Does that tickle your fancy?
Nah, that'll be fine. It'll do.
You'd rather watch the Ravens Dolphins?
I feel like Tua's gonna get messed up somehow.
Okay, who's your pick to win this game, Jackson?
Marshall 28-24.
I'll go Coastal Carolina since Coastal's at home. 24-17. Give me Coastal. I think they'll find a way. 7:30 on ESPN, Jackson. Tulane, UTSA. Tulane's only a 3.5-point favorite, Jackson. So Vegas must know something that we don't. Jackson, is there an upset on the horizon on Thursday night in San Antonio?
No. Tulane is going to win 31-17.
Vegas is only favored by 3.5, Jackson. They're trying to tell us something.
Oh, yeah.
You're not buying it, are you? Okay, Jackson. Like I said, you're going to take me to Vegas one day for this, but I'm going Tulane 31-24. I think Tulane wins a squeaker. Here we go, Jackson. Halloween night. Friday night, Halloween night. Memphis Rice, Jackson. And Memphis is 13.5-point favorites. Jackson, does Memphis have a hangover after beating South Florida?
No. Memphis will be fine.
Who's your pick to win the game?
Memphis.
What's the score?
I would say 38-24.
I'm going to go 34-20. Memphis. I think they cover the spread, but barely, but barely. I think they have a slow first half, coming off a big time win, but they get it done. Jackson 7:30 on ESPN. North Carolina, Syracuse in the dome. Syracuse is 2.5 point favorites. And Jackson, how apropos that this is being played on Halloween night. How
I think they
apropos,
thought it would be a
Jackson.
lot
Just when
better
you
than.
think, Jackson, I think they're trying to scare little kids, is what they're doing, and they're doing a good job at it.
Wow.
What's up, B Bean? And B Bean says, "Happy Halloween!" Exactly. Get in the Halloween spirit. But Jackson, does Syracuse win, or does Bill Belichick finally get on the board and win one?
I gotta say, Belichick wins this one. Probably. No, on second thought, I'm going Syracuse. I'm going Syracuse 28-24.
This is basically a bowl elimination game, basically.
Yep. Pretty much.
I'll go 31-27 Syracuse. They're in the dome. I think they'll pull it out at the end. 8 p.m. Sam Houston, Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech 16.5 point favorite. To Sam Houston, Jackson, do they cover the spread?
Yes, Louisiana Tech beats spread. It's a
Which
45-10 victory. Shoot, Sam Houston.
All right, then Jackson's just like, he's off camera and he's just like, shoot. I'll go 31-10 Louisiana Tech. Here we go, Jackson. Saturday, big noon kickoff. Penn State, Ohio State. Noon on Fox. And Ohio State's a 20.5 point favorite. And I must say, Jackson, at the beginning of the year, Jackson, this would be probably a Big Ten title game preview. A lot of people, including myself, picked Penn State to win the whole thing. A lot of people thought these would be the two best teams in the Big Ten, maybe even the two best teams in the country. But Jackson, unfortunate circumstances, Penn State is now in a bit of a messy mess. They fired James Franklin after the Northwestern loss. They're kind of all over the place, Jackson. They lost Drew Aller for the year. Their defense, Jackson, is a mess. Their offense, they're trying, Jackson. Penn State's trying, but this, Jackson, is one of them years they're going to want to forget and not want to talk about. Ohio State, Jackson, their defense has been ferocious. They've been shutting teams down left and right. They don't give up very many points. And Julian Sain and company, Jackson, are starting to figure it out, and they're coming along at the right moment in time. I'll say this, Jackson. Does Penn State have a shot to win this game? Maybe a slight one if they could catch a break somehow, but Ohio State, I mean, is there a chance they overlook them? Maybe. Highly unlikely, but help me out here, Jackson. Is there any chance Penn State has it to keep this game at least close?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's just being nice at this point to say Penn State even has a shot. Because it's not.
And Steve,
you're not going
with the
Ohio State's going
with
to
the
smack.
outcome. See, hold on, Jackson. Steve. And Steve says, yes, Penn State has a shot. This is college football. Okay, let me ask you this, Jackson. We're both picking Ohio State, but does Ohio State cover the spread?
Yes.
Okay. What's your score?
Ohio State 42, Penn State 17.
I'll go 27-7. I'll go 27-7. Ohio State. I think Ohio State doesn't give up more than 10 points. And I'll say 27-7. I think Ryan Day, he's been kind of keeping the playbook to himself. He's starting to air it out a little more, but I think they might. This is a good one right here. He said Penn State has two chances, slim and none. I'll say 27-7 Ohio State. I think they'll take it easy on poor old Penn State.
Penn
but what a sad state. What a sad state of
we're
affairs,
getting
Jackson.
there. We're getting there. No more Ohio State. We're getting there. Mexican
Yes, hold on. I promise. The more you watch me, you'll understand. I kind of harp on things. I'm like a dog. And Jackson, just to think, last thing before we run people off. This was going to be the college game day game too, Jackson.
Right.
If Penn State was competent, but oh well. Okay. Here we go, Jackson. Noon on ABC. Vanderbilt, hey Jackson, I got to tell you something. Vanderbilt's number 9 in the country. Who would have ever thunk in 2025 Vanderbilt would be number 9 in the country?
Literally nobody thought that.
Texas is a 2.5-point favorite. Jackson, Texas has been eking by week after week after week.
Well, and Arch Manning, we don't know if he's going to be playing this game or not.
Here's the thing with this, Jackson. Texas's offense is not living up to expectations. But what's winning these ball games, Jackson? Their defensive line. Listen, if there is an argument for best defensive line in the nation, Texas has just as good as argument as anybody. I know our Ohio State contingent in here will say them. They have the best overall defense, but best defensive line, I think Texas might have an argument for that. Jackson, did you see the goal line stop they made against Kentucky a couple weeks ago, and then the 2 goal line stops they made against Mississippi State last week? Did you see that?
Oh my God, that 24-point comeback Texas made against Mississippi State, like, jeez.
And that was the defensive line.
I mean, I know
that
like
wasn't
good teams win. I know that good teams win and all, but you should not be having to make a 24-point comeback against Mississippi State. That was just luck. You may not get so lucky with Vanderbilt, and it doesn't help when there's rumors of your head coach possibly looking for a spot in the NFL.
That's true too. I mean, here's the thing, Jackson. Do you think Vanderbilt's a good team? Or do you think they just had the benefit of
a good team?
Oh, hold on. Let me finish this before you answer it. Do you think Vanderbilt's a good team, or do you think they've had a luck of a good schedule? Because I've heard people and people out there saying Vandy's had a pretty easy schedule to this point. That they've kind of been able to. A lot of teams we thought that were going to be good, all of a sudden turn out not to be. You think it's both?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing, Jackson. I can see both sides of that argument. I mean, we all thought LSU, as much as Jackson, I know you don't like LSU, so bear with me. Yeah, with me on this. LSU, to a lot of people, could win the national championship at the beginning of the year. A lot of people thought that. I know you're laughing, but it was true, Jackson. The media, along with Penn State, said they could win it. A lot of people thought South Carolina could make some noise. And those two teams, you see the state they're in right now. So Vandy has kind of caught a lot of breaks in their schedule, which sometimes you need that in college football. But to go ahead, though, on Vandy, though, Jackson, are they a good team or not?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a great team. I mean, the magic Vandy's made all season, we've been seeing what they've been doing. Honestly, Vanderbilt is basically a team that's going to basically get in the playoffs, win or lose in this game.
Mm-hmm. And Babine makes a great point. He said the schedule was not supposed to be easy. South Carolina, LSU, and Missouri, not as tough as we all thought. That's true as well.
I mean, going to Virginia Tech, I mean, you would have thought that would be tough, but it wasn't. Vanderbilt stomped a mud hole in Virginia Tech.
I would say, I mean, Jackson, you've seen Cal struggled against Virginia Tech. I know it's
Yeah, but
Cal. I
that's
know what you're going to say.
Cal.
It's Cal. I knew that was coming. I give him credit. But like Levine said, though, he makes good point on that as well. I don't know, Jackson. I want to pick Texas, even if Arch is out, because their defense is so good. But Vandy, Jackson, they've got that mojo and swagger about them again. Vanderbilt football, Jackson, could be a playoff team if they keep winning. You want me to pick first, or you want to pick first?
You pick first.
Oh. You know what, Jackson? Give me Texas at home. The home crowd will play a factor, and I think their defensive line will force enough disruption in not West Virginia, Vanderbilt's run game. I think Texas wins 23-20.
I'm gonna chance it with Texas on this one. I mean, I know it's gonna be without Arch Manning, but they've shown they can win without their quarterback. Exactly. And special teams bailed them out. So I think Texas can have a little luck again, but this time it'll be a 28-21 victory for Texas.
We're both picking Texas. So Texas, don't let us down. Jackson, noon on ESPN. Miami going to Dallas to take on SMU, and Miami is a 12.5-point favorite. And Jackson, this is basically an ACC title elimination game because both teams SMU sits at 3-1, Miami sits at 2-1. The winner of this game is very much live, and the loser will almost be eliminated. Miami, with the loss to, of course, Louisville would lose 2 more games, and then they would need a lot of help. And this is probably, would you say, Jackson, this is a playoff eliminator game?
For Miami, yes.
Do you think SMU? So the only path for SMU is to win the conference.
Pretty much.
Are we agreeing on that?
Oh, we can agree on that. SMU has to win out, and they need magic to happen. Like Virginia losing, Pitt losing, Georgia Tech losing. They need all kinds of things to happen. SMU definitely has to beat Louisville week before rivalry week for sure.
I'd better say, Jackson, they do get a date with my boys, so they're going to get a chance, at least on one of them teams. Jackson, does Miami blow this is my question, because they, like Jackson, other than the one game against us, they've looked pretty good most of the way. Like, is Miami legit back? Like Steve said, the U is back, or are we buying the U hype, Jackson? What are we thinking? Did they get the one bad game out of the way?
If they don't lose this one, they'll lose the Pitt. That's what's going to happen.
Really? Okay. Jackson already calling his shot.
So that's where their second loss will be, and they'll come up short of the ACC title once again, like they always do.
I'll say this, Jackson. Miami being a 12.5-point road favorite is kind of concerning to me. Especially at SMU. Because SMU at home is a tough team to play. Kevin James.
That's why I'll pick SMU to beat the spread.
Oh, here we go again.
No.
Jackson, the floor is yours.
I want to see them get their first ACC title, but it's just not gonna happen. It's just I've seen it. You've all seen it time and time again, but they just fall short. They win the big games that everybody talks about. Yes, like Miami, Notre Dame. But the problem is they can't get it done in the games that no one cares about that much.
And to Bean's question real fast, will 10-2 Miami or 10-2 Notre Dame make the playoffs?
I mean,
Who's
head to
Miami?
head rules all, so Miami would get in over Notre Dame, I guess.
Real fast though. Oh, not to cut you off, Jackson. But Bean, who's Miami's second loss? Is it to SMU Pitt? Because that does matter.
I don't think it really matters, honestly.
To
'Cause
me, it
I think
matters, Jackson. I understand what you're saying about head-to-head rules today, but you can't always take that into account. Like Jeffrey has said this multiple times on multiple different shows. Like Alabama, Florida State, Jackson. Just because Florida State beat Bama, does that make them the better team?
no,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
I mean, because Jackson, does Miami beat Notre Dame? Does that make them better than Notre Dame?
No.
Not necessarily. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. They could play right now, and Notre Dame could win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He says, what if
Well,
it's Pitt and
Pitt
Jackson?
plays both Miami and Notre Dame. That's another thing too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting into the weeds now. Okay. See, this is what we love about college football is we get in the late night. All right, Steve, pull your receipt book out. Here we go. You know what, Steve? Let me pull mine out too, because I'm going to hold receipts on you too, good buddy. But to this game though, Jackson, I kind of want to pick SMU. I kind of do.
Go for
Because
it.
like you said, Jackson, nobody's going to be paying attention to this national media wise. But Jackson, and you said is when no one pays attention to Miami is when they decide to throw a clunker in there. But SMU has had some bad moments as well.
And
You
Brett
probably already had to
Lashley
pick
could be getting distracted by some job offers.
Yeah. I'm going to reluctantly, Jackson, I'm going to pick Miami to go on the road and win this game. I'm going to reluctantly do it. 31-28 Miami.
I think Miami wins 24-21 over SMU.
Okay. Noon on FS1, Jackson. West Virginia going to Houston. And Houston is a 13.5-point favorite. Jackson, we're both picking Houston, unfortunately, for our West Virginia contingent. But does West Virginia cover the spread?
No.
Oh. What's your score, good buddy?
I've got Houston winning 31-17.
I'll go 34-19 Houston. $5 million people watch Miami lose to Louisville. How is no one paying attention? What we mean by not paying attention is maybe we phrase that wrong.
Well, more people paid attention. Basically, all the nation paid attention to Miami, Notre Dame, and Miami, Florida, but parts of the nation pay attention to Miami, Louisville. That's it. Yeah, I miss Gold Blue dude as well. He was a cool dude. I tell you what, Rough Rider.
And what I want to say to that too is, you got to think too. When we say this, no one was talking about Louisville, Miami, like within the national media before that game even kicked off. They might have given it lip service, been like, "Oh, Miami's going to win by 3 scores." They might be, "Oh, Louisville's got a nice little running game." They might be able to keep it close for a half. Is what we're meaning by that. Like they gave it lip service. They never actually considered Louisville to be a threat to Miami. Even though me and Jackson, well, mostly me, I said Louisville has a chance because we always play Miami close in their building. We always have. But like, yeah, see, and they said only Austin believed in Louisville and maybe others that live in Louisville. Yeah. Like Louisville's one of them teams, not to go down a rabbit hole, but Louisville's one of them teams, if you don't live in our city or you ain't a fan of our team, you don't really pay attention to Louisville. We kind of just fly under the radar a lot of times. So when we beat somebody, the caliber of Miami or Notre Dame, people act like that's a big surprise. But Jackson up here, Mr. Contrarian, am I pointing up right? Yeah. Jackson over here told me a couple years ago when we hired Jeff Brom, he said, "Good buddy, you're going to be happy with the returns you get with Jeff Brom. He is going to get you 9, maybe to 10 win seasons and some upsets." And Jackson, you are absolutely right. I owe you a lot of credit for that one. And yes, Steve, let me boast about my team, okay? It's not like Louisville. Listen, if we win 10 games and win the ACC, we're tickled to death, especially in football. Now, basketball, we're expected to do that. But anywho, we went off a tangent hole here. But noon on NBC, Rutgers going to Illinois, Jackson. Rutgers is a 13.5-point underdog. Jackson, Illinois. Are we ready to say, Jackson, that they were preseason overhyped?
Yeah, they were.
Okay. Now, Steve, I want what we're about ready to say. We're not doing it because it's the Big Ten, but if you look at the hype around Illinois, a lot of people thought this team could win 10, 11 games and maybe even make a playoff. So for them to be 5-3 at this point in the season is kind of a disappointment. Am I out of line in saying that, Jackson?
No.
Okay. Like Babine said, if Jeffrey was here right now, he would be snapping. But
yeah,
Illinois was supposed to be 2024.
Anybody that said that crap needs Jesus. They need Jesus in their life. That's such a joke. It's such a joke.
They said Illinois might be preseason overhyped, but Rutgers defense is horrible. Well, that is true too, Dave. Rutgers defense, they need some Jesus. But Jackson, I think we're both going to pick Illinois and Champaign, even though Rutgers needs this because Jackson, there's been some rumors floating around that Greg Schiano might be on a hot seat in Piscataway. Now, whether those are true or not, I don't know. But this is a must-win for Rutgers. But they're going to Champaign. Illinois is coming off a loss. And like Dave said, Rutgers' defense is not impressed to date. But Illinois' defense has been kind of spotty too. Why not get the feeling, Jackson, this is going to be a shootout?
Because it probably could be.
You want to pick first or you want me to pick first?
I'll pick first. I'm going with Illinois in a 24-14 victory.
38-35 Illinois in a shootout. Noon on ACC Network, Jackson, Duke, Clemson. Clemson is a 3.5-point favorite, and Jackson, Duke is still alive to win the ACC because they're 3-1 in the ACC. They're still alive for the Jackson. They're still alive for the conference title game, even after all that's happened to them. Who wins on Saturday?
Clemson. In a 28-24 victory.
If Cade Klubnik plays, that changes. The Clemson's look bad for a Clemson team. Like I'm waiting for Clemson to turn it on and become the Clemson we know. Uh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna back Clemson one more time. One more time. 31-27 Clemson.
Well, they both.
UCF Baylor Jackson.
Oh Lord.
UCF Baylor Jackson, noon on ESPNU. Baylor's a 3.5-point favorite. Jackson, is this basically Dave Aranda must-win game?
He better.
I don't know who to trust, Jackson. Central Florida or Baylor? These are literally two unknowns.
At this point,
Jackson,
I'll
this
go
is
back.
like picking. This Jackson is like picking between the girl you think you like and the girl you know you like.
Not that hard.
It's like an unknown though. Okay, Jackson, I'll let you pick first.
I'm going Baylor 28-24.
I'll go Baylor 32-31. UAB, UConn, Army, Air Force.
Oh, Army
Jackson,
Air Force.
this is a
Let's
sneaky.
pick Army Air Force first.
I don't know anything about Army Air Force.
Well, I gotta pay a lot of respect to the Army but they both have been having this looks terrible, like for Air Force, but that's typical Troy Calhoun teams for Air Force. They have like that terrible year once every 3 to 4 years, but then they bounce back up in contention for a Mount West title. But in this case, I think Army is going to win 24-14 over Air Force.
16-10 Army.
There you go.
Noon on ESPN2, Navy, North Texas. North Texas is 6.5-point favorites in Jackson. This is another playoff elimination type game because Jackson, both these teams are in the American. Both these teams are at 7 wins. The thing that helps Navy Jackson is you know who they play coming up down the stretch. That could really strengthen their case if they win.
Well, Navy's got Notre Dame next week, but This looks like that game zone for Navy.
North Texas Jackson, they could score a lot of points. They put 59 up on Washington State. They're averaging, I think, over 30, one of the best in the country. But Navy Jackson with the triple option and all that. See, this is another one of them coin flip games, though, Jackson, because you never know what you're going to get with the Armed Forces team from week to week. Ooh, Dave disagrees with you, Jackson. He says this isn't a trap game. Rest of Navy's games have meaning if they want to win the American. What do you think? What do you say to that?
Well, compared to Notre Dame, but still, though, I think North Texas ends Navy's unbeaten record, honestly.
What's your score?
North Texas wins 35-27.
I'll go North Texas 22-14, North Texas. I think this is going to be a grinded out football game. 1 p.m. Jackson on TNT and HBO Max. Arizona State, Iowa State, in Jack Trice Stadium. Iowa State's a 7.5-point favorite, and Jackson, Sam Levitt will not be available for this game. So Jeff Sims is in as starting quarterback. With that being said, I know, right? And Jackson, both teams are 5-3. Both teams are kind of teetering on the edge of Iowa State's getting healthy, but Jordan Tyson, though, Jackson, at receiver for Arizona State, he's a dog. He flips the game on its head. But when you got Jeff Sims at quarterback, who's very inconsistent, and that's being nice, Jackson, is there any shot Arizona State can go to Ames, Iowa, and win?
Not unless
Jeff Sims quarterback.
Not unless Sim leave it as quick, fast surgery.
I'll pick Iowa State 31-17.
Mm-hmm. Iowa State is going to win 28-13. And then afterwards, you're going to see Bill Maher have a new rules segment on Arizona State. Well, not really. That's just a joke. Oh, Louisville, Virginia Tech on CW. Austin, take it away for us.
Oh, the dreaded CW network. Oh, boy. Jackson, you know what happens last time we were on CW, right? We lost to Pitt. We haven't been on the CW since that game. 3 p.m. on the CW. My boys at Louisville going to Virginia Tech were 10.5-point favorites. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jackson, come back on camera and help me, please.
Oh, God.
I need your help.
Oh, Lord.
This is terrible. Jackson, talk me off the ledge here. I'm scared now. Why are we 10.5-point favorites on the CW? I don't like this. Jackson,
because you'll win a tight one. That's why. You're not going to lose. My God, relax. Relax, my guy. Relax.
Oh, no, Jackson. The Gilmore girls are going to play before our game, and we're going to lose, aren't we?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Relax.
No.
See, chat's telling you to relax. Relax. Relax.
Oh, boy. Jackson, I just get nervous. I get nervous.
Always nervous.
Because
always nervous.
I am just. Oh, no. But Jackson, going to Virginia Tech is not an easy place to play. I don't like being double-digit favorites on the CW network. Yes, I have to be because I get nervous. I don't like to jinx my team.
You're not
very superstitious.
You're not jinxing. Like, they're not gonna lose because it's like, oh yeah, some guy named Austin Williams Pitt does. Yeah, that's why we're gonna lose. Oh no, Austin Pitt, that's the lose. We gotta get motivated. Yeah. They're not sitting there thinking about that. I promise you.
But Jackson, I'm just superstitious, okay? For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm superstitious, and it's with all my sports teams, with the Cowboys, with Louisville. I don't like picking their games because I'm afraid if I put my faith and confidence into them, we're going to blow it. That's why when we pick Louisville games, I always pick against them. That way I can at least say, we won. Yes, thank you. The Austin jinx. Yes, Jackson. Yes. See, I told you. Jackson, talk me off the ledge here. Why should I relax? Help me, good buddy. Help me.
Because Virginia Tech is not 10 years ago. They're not the Virginia Tech of 20 years ago. I mean, yeah, they beat Cal, but it's Cal. It's Cal. It's not on Thursday night. It's not on Friday night. It's on the afternoon. That's why you should call it. You're good. You're good, buddy. See,
Yes.
I calmed him down, ladies and gentlemen.
Austin was a good luck charm for the Gators for a little while. Yeah, it was. I did. Hey, and then I picked them against Mississippi State being, and then they won. I reverse psychology to them. I'll let you pick first, Jackson. Who you got winning?
I've got Louisville winning.
Oh no.
35-20. Oh my God, that is not how this works. I'm telling you that. So you worry too much, buddy.
Go.
You worry too much.
Go for it, Jack.
Like Virginia Tech, man, is not. They're gonna whoop Virginia Tech. They will. I promise you.
What'd you score?
Louisville 35, Virginia Tech 17.
Oh, I'll go 31-28 Louisville in a tight one. Oh, Lord. Now I'm even more nervous. Anywho, let's move on. New Mexico UNLV, Jackson. Does UNLV keep their playoff hopes alive?
UNLV wins 42-28.
I'll go 24-20. Jackson, Maryland, Indiana, 3:30 on CBS. Indiana is 22.5-point favorites. And Jackson, this has special meaning to it. You want to know why?
Oh, because on CBS, yeah, good for Maryland.
No. Jackson, two of our closest friends are going to be at this game.
Oh.
Jeffrey and Will are going to be at this game.
Yeah?
Yes, I picked Louisville. Yes, me. Yeah. Will and Jeffrey are going to be at this football game. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. They got to get some pictures, man. That's going to be awesome.
They're going to be at this football game. Because it's in between, I guess, where they live and merge, but
yeah.
So
Jeffrey's in North Carolina, Will's in Virginia.
So it's like halfway. Kind of like Jackson, if we were to go to a game together, Nashville, Tennessee would be halfway for both of us. Because you're in Bama, I'm in Kentucky. We'll go watch the Titans together. Next time the Cowboys come into town, I'll buy tickets. Me and Jackson go watch the Titans Cowboys together, and we'll make a day of it. We'll get pictures and everything. We'll even do a post game live.
There you go.
That's my promise. That's my promise to Jackson. When the Titans and Cowboys play in Nashville, I will buy him tickets. And I will pay for his airfare to get here.
Oh.
We're gonna watch something. I'm being serious. Half funny, half serious with you.
Oh, man.
But anywho, Jackson, does Maryland have a chance?
No. Indiana's gonna freaking dog walk Maryland. I mean, my God, they're gonna dog walk them because Indiana's gonna smack them 56-10. Kurt Cincinnati takes every one of his opponents seriously. That's the thing, though.
I mean, Jackson, but Mike Locksley does need this for his season and maybe his job.
Yeah, Mike Locksley sucks ass. He sucks.
All right, then.
I mean,
Jackson, you're not even going to give Maryland a slight chance?
No. Mike Locksley sucks. I mean, Maryland sucks. They suck, man. I mean, nothing personal against them, but it's just they're always choking with Mike Locksley. It's just how it is. They have a beautiful start and then they have a terrible end. Everybody was supposed to be all impressed with, they defeated Wisconsin on NBC. Like, yeah. So it's a piece of shit Wisconsin team, not a Wisconsin team with Ron Dane and Monte Ball and James White, like and Russell Wilson all in one. Like, my God.
Okay. Jackson, we get it.
They making Maryland winning over Wisconsin sound like a really impressive win of smoking dope.
Jackson, you're giving Dave nightmares. Cool it. You're giving poor Dave nightmares. All right, Jackson, we get it.
Well,
Maryland
that's what
sucks.
Minnesota will beat the hell out of Maryland. Chew them up like a chicken nugget.
What was your score again, Jackson?
Indiana win 56-10. Maryland sucks.
I'll go 41-17 Indiana. Here we go, Jackson. Is this a better game? 3:30 on ABC.
Ugh.
Georgia, Florida, and the world's largest cocktail party.
Georgia is going to be sloppy in this one, I'm sure. And Florida,
Yeah, Jackson.
This is one game they'll bring their A game in, and this is the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. So there you go.
Yeah, Georgia's a 7.5-point favorite. So Vegas is saying touchdown. Here's the thing, Jackson. With this though, Florida just fired Billy Napier. They've had a week off to catch their breath. Do you think Florida comes out re-energized and ready to play some football? And Georgia's been finding ways to win here lately, Jackson. Is this the game that finally catches them?
No, not happening.
Oh.
Georgia will be winning 28-17. And people are going to act like it's the most impressive win ever.
You know what, Jackson? Call me an upset picker. Call me delusional. You know what I'm going to do, Jackson? You know what I'm going to do, Jackson? Give me, Jackson, give me the Florida Gators to upset the Georgia Bulldogs. 31-24. Georgia goes down. I thought the cops were invading my house. Oh, Lord.
No, it's a siren
Jackson,
that we have here on StreamYard. Yep, that was
that was our upset alarm. Yes, we got a booze and we got applause and we got an upset alarm for when me or Jackson make an upset or when you all make an upset. That way everyone knows it's an upset. 31-24 Florida, Jackson. I think they're re-energized. They're ready to play some football. They got new life. And I think Georgia has been flying too close to the sun one too many times. Give me the Gators to win.
Yep.
Yes. Don't you worry, Bean. My Gator good luck charm will not fail. Florida's winning Saturday. I'll put the farm on it.
Oh, we wish, Hummus Hero. Not literally.
3:30, Jack.
Yeah, Notre Dame will
real fast,
beat
Jack.
the living crap out of Boston.
Hold on, Jackson. Whoa. Jackson, let me finish. 3:30 ESPN, Notre Dame, Boston College. We're both picking Notre Dame, but does Notre Dame cover the spread?
Yes, Notre Dame.
This is for our Vegas people.
42-10. Now get out of here, Boston College.
I'm going to go 34-20 Notre Dame. 3:30 on Fox. Texas Tech, Kansas State. Texas Tech 7.5-point favorites. Jackson, is Chris Hyman got his Wildcats playing some football again or what? Avery Johnson, Jackson, 20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I take that as Jackson's pulling an upset. 20 touchdowns and 2 picks, Jackson. Were we too quick to write Avery Johnson off, Jackson?
You know, I think I'll probably go with. I'm reluctantly.
But you didn't answer my question.
What?
I said, did we write Avery Johnson off too quick? I mean, he's got 20 touchdowns and only 2 picks.
No.
And Kansas State is getting healthy again. But Texas Tech, Jackson, they've got a date with BYU next weekend. I hope game day goes there. That would be nice, but I won't get pumped.
They're not.
They're probably going to go to Bama.
They're putting Texas Tech at BYU on 11 a.m. What do you think's going to happen?
No, they're going to go to Big Noon, and game day is going to go to Bama LSU.
Big Noon's not even going to take care of Texas Tech BYU properly. They'll go to some piece of shit game like Ohio State Purdue. No offense.
Poor Gus. Poor Gus Johnson.
No, poor all
He
of
don't
us.
deserve that.
Gus Johnson gets Gus Johnson gets a cigar in a hot tub. We have to deal with that crap. All of us do. Nobody wants to see Ohio State Purdue on Big Noon kickoff. Oh my god,
Apparently somebody does.
Well, that's highway robbery, man. That's just highway robbery.
But Jackson, is Chris Palmer got his Wildcats playing football? Do you think there's a chance they win this game at home? They're finally getting healthy and finally playing some really good football again.
I think Texas Tech wins a tight one. 31-28.
Okay. Jackson, sound the alarm.
Oh, all righty.
I'm taking Kansas State, Jackson, at home. I think Dylan Edwards is finally finding his groove again. Avery Johnson is throwing that thing around the yard. He's looking really good. Give me Kansas State to win 34-28 in a shootout. Give me K-State to get a vintage victory here. Michigan State, Minnesota, Jackson, 3:30 on the Big Ten Network. Minnesota's only a 3.5-point favorite. Jackson, do the Gophers respond after getting their butt kicked by Iowa? Or does Michigan State pull off an upset?
Minnesota's going to win.
What do you think, buddy?
Minnesota wins. 28-17.
I'll go 27-20 Minnesota. I think they win.
I know just
a Pitt Stanford.
Oh God, trap game for Pitt. Ugh.
Pitt Stanford 3:30 on ACC Network. Pitt's 14.5-point favorites. Jackson, if Pitt still has a shot to make the ACC title game, if they keep winning.
Stanford still has a shot to make bowl eligibility. Oh man.
Yes, they do. They still have a chance. This would be a huge win because Stanford's still got to play Notre Dame as well.
Well, they still got to figure out who their head coach is going to be still. Are they sticking with Frank Wright or are they going with new coach?
I don't know, Jackson. If Stanford goes bowling, do you think Frank Wright gets the job?
Absolutely, he does.
If they go 5-7, does he get the job?
Better than where they were last year. I mean, you don't hear him acting nasty to female colleagues. So there you go. Troy Taylor acting nasty. Frank Wright isn't. Frank Wright's definition of a man that makes comebacks. Troy Taylor can't.
Yeah, Dave here says he is there as a favorite. He isn't staying. What do you think, Jackson? Do you think
I could see that?
I don't know, Jackson. Like Stanford at home, funny things happen with the tree.
100%. 100%, no doubt.
You want me to pick first, or do you want to pick
You pick
first?
first.
Like you said, they got Notre Dame next week. It could be a look ahead. I'll go Pitt 34-32 in a shootout. Who's your pick, Jackson?
Pitt will win 31-20.
Okay. So we both don't think Pitt will cover the spread. Delaware Liberty, New Mexico WKU. Here we go, Jackson. 3:30 on FS1. Fresno State going to Boise. Boise's a 17.5-point favorite. Jackson, does Fresno have some upset magic?
Boise State's going to pummel Fresno State 42-17.
And Dave's picking Pitt by a touchdown. Yeah. I don't think Pitt will cover the spread. I think it's going to be one of them. It's going to be either, like I said, a 2-point game, or Pitt's going to pull away like late with a field goal. I'll go Boise 38-24. They barely missed the cover. Okay, here we go, Jackson. 3:45 on ESPN2. Virginia going to Cal. Virginia's a 4.5-point favorite. Jackson, does Virginia's magic run out when they go to Cal?
Not in this one. Virginia's going to have another close win. And it's going to be 28-27 Virginia.
I got to think about this one for a second. Because Virginia has been flying a little too close to the sun. Yeah, as good as gone to the portal. It's at Cal, though. It's a cross-country flight. Dave's picking Cal. I'm gonna. You know what, Jackson? Give me Virginia. Give me Virginia 21-18 Virginia. They find a way to win another one. Mississippi State going to Arkansas at 4 p.m. on the SEC network. Arkansas is a 4.5-point favorite. Oh,
That's
Lord. Jackson, Arkansas at home. Can they find a way to maybe keep bowl eligibility barely alive?
Oh, man. Mississippi State will. They will.
I was talking about Arkansas, Jackson.
No.
Not Mississippi State.
Arkansas sucks.
But if they win this game, Jackson, they'd be 3-6. They're not technically out of bowl eligibility yet.
Doesn't matter. Arkansas sucks.
Mississippi State's has shown a pulse, but they've lost two really close games. They were close with Texas A&M for almost 50 minutes of the game. Then A&M's defense became stingy. And then last week, they should have beat Texas, but Arkansas's had some close calls too. It's in Fayetteville. Yep, and Arkansas almost beat Texas A&M too. Both these teams almost beat A&M. I don't know who to pick, Jackson. Convince me one way or another.
I don't care. You
Don't
pick whoever you want. I'm going Mississippi State. You pick whoever you want. These teams
What's
are
your score?
I've got Mississippi State winning 35-31.
I'll go 26-23 Mississippi State. Kansas, yeah, they'll cover the spread. Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Jackson, 4 p.m. on ESPNU. Western Michigan's a 5.5-point favorite. Dave Walensky, this is for you. Because Jackson, this is a rivalry if you didn't know. So,
Yep. Yes, it is.
so for Dave Walensky, because he's a longtime supporter and he always does his best to support us when he's here, this is for you, Dave. Jackson, who wins this Maction showdown?
Western Michigan.
Oh no. What's your score?
24-21.
I'll go 28-24 Central Michigan for Dave. 7 p.m. Jackson on ESPN. South Carolina, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 12.5-point favorite. Jackson, does Shane Beamer have an upset inning? Going to Hottie Toddy. Ole Miss, Jackson, coming off a very good win against Oklahoma. In Norman, does Lane Kiffin throw a stinker in there? Or does Ole Miss keep it rolling?
Ole Miss keeps it rolling. 42-24.
I'll go 34-31 Ole Miss. I think they win another shootout. Purdue, Michigan. We're both picking Michigan. Do they cover the spread?
Yeah. Michigan wins 26.
I'll go 24-13. Michigan. Arizona, Colorado. Arizona's a 4.5-point favorite. 7 p.m. on FS1. Jackson, this is an interesting game. This is in Boulder. Vegas has only got it as a 4.5-point favorite for Arizona. Does Colorado, Jackson, they beat Iowa State, which the Big 12, everyone beats everyone. Does Colorado get it done, Jackson, for Coach Prime, or does No Fafita and company get it done?
Arizona gets it done. Arizona's going to win 28-21.
I'll go Colorado 38-34. All right, Jackson, 7:30 on ESPN2. Georgia Tech goes to Raleigh late at night. Well, not late at night. A night game in Raleigh against NC State. Georgia Tech's a 5.5-point favorite. Jackson, this game has some intrigue on it because Georgia Tech's dream season that they've had so far, a lot of people are hoping they win out and they're unbeaten going to play Georgia. But NC State, Jackson, at home at night, the Wolfpack crowd gets into it. And Georgia Tech, another one of them teams that's been playing a lot of these games close, more than they should. Can NC State do the impossible and spoil the dream season? Even Vegas is saying there's a chance. 5.5 for the Yellow Jackets.
No. North Carolina State is terrible.
Hold on. Look at this. It says NC State can beat them.
That's
Jackson,
one
we have
person.
some belief.
That doesn't mean the majority of society thinks so.
Jackson, call me crazy, but
you're welcome, dude, if you want.
I think NC State's gonna win this game. I do. I think NC State at home at night. I think Georgia Tech, they're finally gonna get had. I think NC State's defense wins the day. 27-24 Wolfpack.
Oh, you're gonna be a happy man if that happens.
27-24 Wolfpack. I feel an upset.
Oh, Lord. Here's to hoping that doesn't happen. I'm going with Georgia Tech in a 28-17 victory.
Okay, Jackson. Come back on camera for this one. You have to be on camera for this one, good buddy. Because this here, at least for this one, maybe these next two, and then you can go back in your high. Oklahoma, Tennessee. 7:30 on ABC. Tennessee's a 3.5-point favorite. And Jackson, this is a playoff elimination game. Agree or disagree?
Yes. Definitely. Absolutely. I talked a lot about it today with Eric Cooper from Unfair Sports, and he and I both agree that Tennessee is not looking so good in stopping the pass game. So if Oklahoma can put a ton of pressure on the pass game for Tennessee's defense, then Oklahoma can be good to go.
Yes. This is basically a must-win. Jackson, this is basically a playoff game for both these teams. Josh Heupel playing his old alma mater. And for anyone that's new here, me and Jackson have a running bet between one of us. So hey, listen here, Skate Rat. I may be tripping, but guess what? If you look at my track record for this past year, I've picked quite a few upsets that a lot of people think I shouldn't have, and it turned out in my favor. I'm the upset king. But me and Jackson have a running bet. And in chat, I want your all's opinion. I told Jackson, I said Oklahoma's nothing more than an 8-4 team at best. Jackson disagreed with me. He thinks they're a playoff team. So we made a little friendly wager. $40, both of us.
Yeah.
If Oklahoma goes 8-4 or worse, I'll win $40. They go 10-2 or better, I owe Jackson 40. But if Oklahoma goes 9-3, me and Jackson agreed to call that a draw. Nobody wins. So if Oklahoma loses, the best Jackson can hope for is they go 9-3, or he would owe me some money. But to this game though, in which I owe Jackson $100, so I'm already in the hole. I would just recoup it 40 of it back at this point. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yep. Yes, Trojan Fight. I've got episode 85 of the Jackson with Eric Cooper set for release tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Central and 2:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Skate Rat says, "What's your record picking up there?" He said, "Scratch that, Jackson's tripping. Oklahoma's not a playoff team." How he flipped so fast? He was like, "You're tripping, Austin," and then he's like, "No, scratch that. Jackson's tripping." Jackson, explain to the people why you think Oklahoma's a playoff team. Maybe it'll help them understand. What do you see in this Oklahoma team that you think they can make the playoffs? The floor is yours.
I think like Mateer can get things going, but it's just now they're not looking like a playoff team all that much compared to like a Vanderbilt. But we know they're better than Tennessee, so there's that.
Here's the thing, Jackson, with Tennessee, like Trojan Fight says, Oklahoma isn't exactly lighting up throwing it. No, and their run game has been suspect. The defense all of a sudden has become very suspect, and that was they were supposed to have one of the 10 best defenses coming into the year. But Jackson, Tennessee can score with the best. They've proven that. But like you said, though, Jackson, it's at night. It's in Neyland. It's a playoff-like game. The winner of this game sets themselves up pretty well to make the postseason with playoffs. If I say postseason, Jackson's going to yell at me over here.
Yeah.
The playoffs.
Who said I was going to yell at you? Good grief. And not throw the baby out with the bathwater so much.
Oh, here we go, Jackson. Your favorite chance. Your favorite saying. Tennessee has a better chance with that down at the Long Branch.
Yeah, with Miss Key at the Long Branch. Yeah, pretty much.
I love it. Jackson, you're rubbing off on people.
Yes, I am.
It's
a good or bad thing? What do you think, Chad? Good or bad?
Jackson, does Josh Heupel have Bobby Hill riz this game?
No. The riz ran out.
Tennessee is at home, and even Vegas is telling you it's a field goal kick.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, Jackson. Vegas knows more than we do.
Not always.
You want to pick first? Or you want me to pick first?
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma in a 28-24 victory.
I'm going to go 31-20 Tennessee. I think the Vols at home get it done.
I hope you're wrong.
What's that?
Much.
Of course you do, Jackson, because you got $40 riding on it, just like I do. Oh, okay, Jackson. Here we go. This might get a little heated. 7:30 on NBC. USC going to Nebraska, and USC's a 6.5-point favorite. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where's that alarm at? Hold on, let me get the alarm. Where's the alarm? Jackson 6.5-point favorites. Jackson, I have a question. Is Dylan Raiola out for this game? Why is Vegas have USC by a touchdown at Nebraska? Listen, I get Nebraska is mediocre, but
Because Jen Cohen, the athletic director, is a succubus. Nah, but in all seriousness, though, I think it's because the fact that Nebraska can't win the ranked matchups. Their last victory was against Oregon in 2016, but I don't know. Something tells me things can change on Saturday night.
I mean, and Hummus says because it's Nebraska, Austin, they can't win a big game until heck freezes over. See, here's the thing: if you've been following me and Jackson throughout the year, which I know most of you have, me and Jackson have been getting into debate whether Matt Rule in Nebraska is a good team or not. I've been saying I don't think they are.
Oh, he hates
Jackson
Matt
believes
Rule's guts. That's the thing. He just won't admit it.
I don't. Jackson, rephrase it. I don't hate anybody. I dislike people. Not hate.
Well, he does. Well, I mean, it's
Hate's a bad word.
I
Listen,
know.
there's one thing about me. There's one thing about me. Hate's a bad word. I don't like the word hate. Because if you hate something, you despise them more on the air they walk. I don't despise Matt Rule.
Just messing with you, man.
I think he's a good. I dislike people. I don't even dislike Matt Rule. I think he's a good head coach. I think he got a raw deal in Carolina. I just think at Nebraska, they still got that Scott Frost juju on, so to speak.
Nah, well,
I mean,
the Scott Frost juju is going away. It's basically going away because like every game they win is basically close at this point. And that's just where we're at with Nebraska. So it's kind of just washed away. Like, it's. I think Matt Rule got the Hetz girl. He probably got the Hetz girls to uncurse the Scott Frost curse. I mean, that works every time.
Let me ask you, Jackson. Obviously, we know Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon are probably all playoff teams. More than likely, USD or Nebraska, Jackson, could they be the fourth playoff team? Or is it a little too late for both of them?
It's too late for USC because do you really see that team beating Oregon the week before rivalry week? No. I mean, like that team knows they're not a playoff team, and you're never gonna see them go to the playoffs under Lincoln Riley. It's just not happening, unfortunately.
Real fast, Jackson. Is that game at USC or at Oregon?
It's at Nebraska. The Nebraska USC game is at Nebraska, but USC Oregon.
No.
That's at Oregon.
Yeah, USC Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon. USC ain't winning it.
Yeah, they're gonna put it on Showtime or something. because it's going to get that bad. No
Yeah,
kids.
I was gonna say if it was at USC, I would. I was about to say if it was at USC, I would give USC a chance. But no, they're going to Oregon. It's showtime. It's over. Nebraska. I mean, if they run the table, Jackson go 10-2. Do they have a chance?
If Cincinnati keeps winning,
Nebraska,
then that really helps Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. So, Jackson, is this fair to say? Is this a playoff elimination game?
This pretty much is a playoff elimination game, good buddy.
He said USC can finish and still miss the playoffs. Notre Dame blocked them off. That's true. Well, here's the thing, too. If USC would have to win the Big Ten, which they could still do technically because they're 3-1. If they beat, yeah, because USC would have won the Big Ten, possibly. So that would be the only thing. But to this game, though, I don't know who to pick.
I'm going to
Lincoln Riley and road game scared.
That special team.
Lincoln Riley and road games, though, Jackson, don't go together. You remember when he went to Utah, what happened? And then Oregon the year after. I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm going Nebraska. I think they can get it done. I think special teams and I think Dylan Raiola can bail out Nebraska in a 28-24 victory over USC. And USC gets out of the playoff race with this one.
I'll go 24. This is true. This is true. No Big Ten or SEC is getting left out of 10-2. It will never happen. That's the point. So if Nebraska goes 10-2, Jackson, they'll probably be in the postseason.
Yeah.
I'll go 23-17 Nebraska. I think they're going to slow things. 23-17 Nebraska. Kentucky, Auburn, Jackson, 7:30 on the SEC network. Auburn's 10.5-point favorites. Can Hugh Freeze save his job before it's too late?
They're going to get big buyouts anyway. I mean, can't stand Hugh Freeze, man. He's a turd.
Jackson, can Mark Stoops upset Auburn on the Hills or no?
Please do so. I don't want to see any more posts of grown-ass men getting down on their knees begging for mercy. I don't want to hear about a 56-year-old man get down on his knees begging. If you watch, Dave's here. If you watched the Michigan call-in show last Thursday night, you'll know what I called Hugh Freeze. I had TJ shot for a moment. You'll know the word, but I just cannot stand. It's like Auburn prides themselves on morality, right? They try to get Brian Harsin fired because they think he's banging a coworker. But really and truly, they couldn't find any evidence of that. So they're like, okay, fine. We're not going to fire you after Valentine's Day. Then 2022 is just a complete dumpster fire. They're like, okay, we got to fire Harsin after his second year. And then they replace Harsin with Freeze, a guy who got fired by Ole Miss for using like the school payphone to get poontang. He's not man enough. He's not even man enough to use his own money, right? He's not man enough to be saying, oh, I want a divorce to his wife. He's not even saying that. No, he's just going to get some poontang behind his wife's back. Not even using his own phone. He'll just use his school payphone because he can do whatever. Well, karma is a bitch to Hugh Freeze. I'm going to be pulling like hell for Kentucky to beat Hugh Freeze. But I know that's not going to happen.
Are the days of our Auburns.
Oh, God.
Jackson, Auburn's basically a soap opera show at this point, and you're over here on the soapbox about it. You're giving them what they want, Jackson.
Jesus. Oh, he'll get a
Like,
vote.
Jackson, why?
I tell
Jackson,
you what.
why are you worried about him freezing his poo-tang? What he does in his free time? Why are you worried about that?
Because you're a married man. You're supposed to be like one of those married men that's not thinking about other women when you're married. You know, and you're a head coach. You're supposed to be an example to young men. Tell them, hey, when you get married and have kids, you don't go around looking for other women behind your wife's back. So you're supposed to be teaching young, like you want to win, but you want to have a good impact on young men off the field. And I'm just, and that whole claiming that you're holier than that. I mean, it's like, oh my God, you're not holier. You're just not. It's just so cringe. I mean, I'm sure the dumbass will have his next step prepared for him. He'll probably go enter politics. He'll probably go enter the. There's probably a place for him, like I don't know, Mississippi Congress or the Alabama Congress. Bunch of turds. That's what he freezes. Like just.
But to this game, though, good.
I don't know which is worse. Hugh Freeze being in college football still or entering politics. But either way, this Auburn team has sucked ass. They scooted their butts across the floor after beating Baylor and when Alabama lost to Florida State. It's like, where the hell were you all these years? Oh my God. And Sploy with Ben and Sam from quacking off. Go, whoa. You two underage kids need to get punished by your parents and put the bed. Oh, well, that's Kentucky and Auburn for you, man. They gotta go.
No, he's talking about us, Jackson. We're underage kids, apparently.
Oh, I'm almost 30.
Yeah, I need to get punished by our parents. Yep.
Oh man, it's good to see you, Ben.
But to this,
check out the Magic Hand Spaz are creating on quacking off.
Jackson, at least with Ben, at least we know what we're getting. With Kentucky and Auburn, I don't know what we're getting. Jackson, this might be one of the greatest games nobody watches.
I just opened my mouth when you said that.
It could be, Jackson, because that's what college football is. This could be like a 45-42 shootout, and nobody
watches. You're
going to
make me throw up. You're going to make me puke when you say that crap.
I'm sorry. It's just truth.
Well, it's nasty truth.
Jackson, it's college football. Or this could be a 6-3 Kentucky victory. How about that?
Kentucky, Auburn's dog shit, but Auburn's going to win, I'm sure. Again,
let's pick a winner.
Auburn will win, but I'm pulling for Kentucky on this one. Auburn will win 21-13.
I'll go 20-19 Auburn, and Hugh Freeze get the vote of confidence. Jackson,
Kentucky.
The Pac-2 Bowl, Washington State, Oregon State. Washington is only 3.5-point favorites. Oregon State, Jackson, I guess Vegas really liked what they showed them against Lafayette. Do the Beavers at night in Corvallis upset the Cougars?
No. Washington State is going to win 35-20.
I'll go 28-23 Beavers. Give me the Beavers. I'll split with you. Okay, here we go, Jackson. Now this is a fun game. 7:30 on the ACC network. Wake going to Tallahassee, Florida State. Florida State's 9.5-point favorites. And Jackson, is Mike Norvell's job as we know it over if they don't win this game?
No, Lord. I think it's over for Norvell, honestly. Not a matter of if, but when. But I think Wake Forest, I mean, they look pretty impressive. I mean, they ended SMU's conference regular season winning streak. That's impressive in of itself. They're basically Georgia Tech's best win in the 2025 season. And I'm looking at the rest of the season. I mean, it's been an impressive year for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. I mean, they lost to NC State, of course. They were able to dominate Oregon State. And it would not surprise me if we see Wake Forest trying to pull off an upset of Virginia, because that's going to happen. They'll defeat North Carolina, Duke, and Delaware, I'm sure. But Florida State, they're recovering from a 4-game losing streak, which includes coming up an inch short of tying the game against Stanford. That's bad in of itself if you're Florida State. You go from beating Bama to just swinging your area around, swinging your land down under around, and then go on a 4-game losing streak in conference play. I mean, did you really think the rest of your season didn't matter after you beat Bama? Really? Oh, we defeated East Texas A&M and Kent State. Yeah, but you lost in double overtime to Virginia. You lost tight one to Miami. You lost tight one to Stanford. Don't even remind. Ain't that the truth, Ben? Ain't that the truth? That's terrible, man. Stanford, like being a curse. Oh man. I think this whole Florida State team is terrible. I mean, what happens after 2025? That's what I want to know for Florida State. I don't see them lasting long. I don't see Norvell lasting long. Because for I know it, there's going to be some report of some kind of him getting fired. Or he gets some kind of vote of confidence until the start of 2026, where it's until late September, early October. That's what's going to happen. But yep. Again, Ben, that's what happens again for Florida State. Well, they are. They are, Dave. They're destroying the Seminole name, but by letting themselves
Here's the thing.
lose tight ones.
Here's the thing, though, Jackson. But Florida State beat Alabama. Like, that's the thing, Jackson.
That doesn't mean you're gonna go to the playoffs.
Here's the thing, Jackson. I think that's what they're holding on to, is the fact that they beat you guys. And I think they forgot.
We doesn't mean shit anymore when you come up an inch
here's
short.
The thing, though, Jackson, because you got to think. Here's the thing, though, Jackson. You got to think, though, and put this in perspective. Mike Norvell heard all the chitter chatter about he was going to get fired. He was going to get fired. No one was respecting us. And then they beat Bama, and Mike Norvell had kind of cooled his seat for a while. And he felt the pressure was off. And now all of a sudden he's like, crap. Now I got to go save my job again. Like Jackson, he thought Bama was going to save his season. He thought that was good enough to keep his job safe for another year.
Oh, man.
See, even Ben's like, yeah, Bama, you FSU. Oh, biatches.
It's not pulling up on the YouTube, but it can pull up on the StreamYard for some reason. But that's the thing, though, is September 19th, 2026. It's your ass, Florida State. So, regardless how 2025 ends, here we come, boys. Strap on your seatbelts against Bama Seminoles.
Here's the thing, Jackson. Wake Forest is actually not that bad of a football team. They almost beat Georgia Tech this year. But Florida State needs this victory, and they need it bad, Jackson. Does Mike Norvell get it and maybe get it?
Yeah. Who's the stripper that paid the Vegas odds maker to make Florida State the favorite? That's what I want to know. Because you cannot tell me
I don't know. I don't know. Jackson, I think they think Florida.
This is
Florida State. Go ahead.
This is gonna be another Wake Forest upset. Florida State comes up short again. Florida State
at
comes
home?
up.
At home?
Yeah, Florida State comes up an inch short. Once again.
Oh boy. Story of their life, Jackson.
Yep, Florida State. An inch.
Just an inch short. That's what she said. Anywho, go ahead.
Wake Forest wins 24-21. Florida State, you're a disgrace to college football.
29-27 FSU wins. Florida State at home wins, and Norvell finds a way to win and gets the team to rally. Arkansas, Troy. Here we go, Jackson. 10:15 on ESPN. Big 12.
That's where College Game Day is going to, right? That's right.
10:15 on ESPN. Big 12 after dark. Cincinnati going to Utah. Salt Lake City and the Utes are 8.5-point favorites. And Jackson, like you mentioned, College Game Day is going to be in Utah on Saturday, and it's the first Big 12 game of the season. And Jackson, I know a couple weeks ago you were a little upset that they didn't pick the Holy War, but does this make up for it?
Still wish they would have gone to BYU, Utah, but I mean, whatever. Whatever.
Jackson, this is interesting because this is a big, big game. Not just within the Big 12, but for Scott Satterfield, because Jackson, if he goes to Utah and goes to Wright Eccles at night in the altitude and gets the Cincinnati team to win, it would silence a lot of his doubters, a.k.a. Mr. Bama Man up there.
Oh, God.
Mr. Jackson, you want to pick on me for not liking Matt Rule? You're the same way with Scott Satterfield. Good buddy.
Because of Satterfield's record, my guy.
What do you mean, Jackson? Everywhere he's gone, he's won. He won at Appalachian State.
7-5 is not winning. That's just being mediocre.
But that's winning, though, Jackson. He had a great winning percentage at Appalachian State.
Everybody wins at Appalachian State. That's the thing.
He won at Louisville.
He didn't win enough at Louisville. I mean, 8-5 is not considered winning. 7-5 is not winning. That's doing enough.
That is considered winning.
That's just enough.
Jackson, that is considered.
9-3
winning because
10-2 is winning. 11-1 is winning. Unbeaten.
7-5 is winning, Jackson.
It's
because
not
Jackson, it all depends on what your program's expectation is. It's what your program's expectation is.
It's not enough. 7-5 is not enough. I'm telling you. I mean, you're gonna scoot
Jackson,
your
depending
butt
on what
across
program you're
the
at.
over one good season. That's the thing. You're scoot your butt across the floor over one good season.
Jackson, but here's the thing though, if he goes to Utah in that environment at night with the whole world watching game day in town, and if Cincinnati wins this game, Jackson, that is a statement win. And it'll force
Okay,
I'm looking at you.
You've got
I'm looking
You
at
got
you.
me on that. You got me on that. I mean, winning at Rice Eccles is impressive, but Iowa State has had a bunch of injured guys this year. They've been beat up by injuries. And Central Florida is not exactly 2017 Central Florida. Oklahoma State is depressing. Baylor is just mediocre. I mean, Kansas, I mean, they've just been mid, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not
But here's the
real
thing though,
impressed
Jackson.
with
Why are you
Oklahoma.
discrediting him though?
I'm
That's what
not
upsets me.
I'm telling you, man. When you see Cincinnati go against a bigger team, they will get blasted and shredded. You're not going to see Satterfield and Cincinnati ever win a Big 12 title. If you're hoping for that, you're just going to
Jackson, but Jackson, they can win the Big 12 though. They
no,
got
they
what they need. I mean,
yeah, they
Jackson.
can't. They will get
Yes, they
blasted
can.
by
Jackson,
somebody.
if they beat, no, they won't, Jackson. You know what,
Okay,
Jackson?
wise guy. They will bet $60 on it. We'll bet $60 on it.
You know what, Jackson? You know what? I got something better for you, good buddy, old
What?
pal. I will personally, if Cincinnati wins the Big 12, Jackson, if Cincinnati wins the Big 12, I will personally, my own money, I will send you a Cincinnati jersey, and I want you to wear it.
Okay.
And I want you to apologize and say, I am sorry, Scott Satterfield. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I could do that if Cincinnati wins the Big 12.
Okay. What do you want in return if they don't?
$60. That's all. Yeah. It's like if I'll send you. Yeah, we'll make this like a little $60 bet, honestly. So it's like
No. I like my idea because I want you in a Cincinnati jersey and you apologize. So I want you to wear your shame and say, Mr. Satterfield, I apologize. And the whole show, you have to wear that Cincinnati jersey for the whole world to see,
okay.
to know how wrong you were about Mr. Satterfield. I will personally send it to you. You heard this here, folks. I'm getting tired of this Scott Satterfield disrespect. It will not be tolerated around here.
Oh my
Jackson,
god.
let
You're
me hold some
simping
money.
for a guy. You're simping for a guy that was me. You're like freaking Harley Quinn, like being with the Joker. You're like, I missed it. He's not that bad. That like Scott Satterfield's basically your Joker, and Satterfield is just like beating the crap out of you, really.
Okay, so just to retabulate here, I owe Jackson $100. The Oklahoma bet's ongoing, and now we got this going. Oh my gosh. Jackson's either going to be a rich man or he's going to be poor by the time we're done. His pride's going to be gone by the time we're done with this. But to this game though, who's your pick to win?
Utah.
Yeah, sorry, Rough Rider.
30
Rough Rider.
Utah 31-17 over Cincinnati.
I'm sorry, Rough Rider, if this has
You're
gone
not
over your
gonna
head.
see Cincy win the Big 12. I'm telling you.
What's my record on upset picks? I believe
Bear in mind.
I'm 3 games over 500. I believe I'm like 21-18. But Jackson, you're right.
Aren't always.
Yes. Yes, Jackson. Even Hummus is with me on this one. Put some respect on the
That's
name of the
so,
great Scott.
that's
Yes.
2 T's.
Just for that, Hummus, you get a star, good buddy. Because you're a star, Hummus. You're a star. And just for that, Hummus, I hope Ohio State wins the next 3 matches. See, Jackson? We went completely off the rails all of a sudden.
We have to do better
Jackson?
about that.
Hey, it's okay, Jackson. They're enjoying it. They'll let us know if we're going too far. But with that being said, though, Jackson, Cincinnati's going to win. Give me the Bearcats. 31-26. Cincinnati wins in Utah.
Oh, that is so fun.
Hey, I can call myself the king of the upsets because I pick the games nobody wants to pick, okay? Just ask Jackson here.
Oh, yeah. He does.
See, yep. Jackson's Satterfield slander is atrocious. I almost upset Austin Keith here. See, Jackson, they love this stuff. They love it. I mean, who doesn't love it when we get into these, Jackson? It's what makes our show unique, Jackson. The stuff that we shouldn't be arguing over, and we're arguing over. Like people think, oh, what's Jackson and Austin arguing over? It must be over like a LSU or Texas A&M or Bama. Nope, they're arguing over Scott Satterfield. See, Jackson, that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us the Batman and Joker. I'm arguing over something way off left field, and you're over here like, no, come back. But yeah, I'm going Cincinnati 31-26. Going to Rice Eccles and getting it done. Hawaii, San Jose State. But that was week 10 of college football this week. Obviously, not a lot of headline games, but we've got a few impactful games in there. Games that could mean a few things. And all of a sudden, I went full screen on myself. Okay, anywho. But like we said, anything can happen on any given Saturday. Who knows? Knows what can happen. Maybe Boston College beats Notre Dame this week, or maybe Penn State beats Ohio State. Which Jackson, are you still holding up your end of the bet if Penn State wins?
Oh yeah, I gotta drink Chick-fil-A honey mustard out of a sauce cup.
Yes.
That's never that won't happen, but I am holding my end of the bargain on that.
Yes. So you heard it here first. If Penn State wins Saturday, which they probably won't, we didn't pick Penn State, but Jackson did make a bet, and he's gonna own it because we keep our bets around here. That he's gonna drink some Chick-fil-A honey mustard sauce if Penn State wins.
Yeah.
He said, not a chance, but I know you want that. Hey, listen, I don't care whether Notre Dame wins or not. I'm just having fun. I mean, I was rooting for Notre Dame last year in the title game. I was hoping they'd beat Ohio State.
But they didn't.
He says, I think I need to join this content. Yeah. You should. You'll have fun with it. Get your partner one day. We'll collab. We'll have fun with it. It's all good and fun. Nothing me and Jackson say, don't take it too seriously. Like a lot of times me and Jack. Oh boy, Jackson. But Bean's got a better proposition for you. That honey mustard sauce is candy. He should be drinking habanero sauce. Dang, Jackson, they trying to kill you. But yeah, me and Jackson have fun with this. And I wouldn't want to do this show with anybody else other than Jackson.
There you go.
Oh, I almost said honey mustard. It should be horse radish or hot sauce.
Well, it's because it'd be uncivilized to drink a sauce on a video, so that's why I'm doing that.
And he says very good content. We try to.
We do our best.
Yeah, we do our best, but you can see we go way off the rails sometimes, and we get arguments. Jackson gets talking about the school phone lines with Hugh Freeze. I'm over here simping for Scott Satterfield and Brian Kelly and James Franklin.
He
Jackson
doesn't.
simps
He
for
does that Brian Kelly stuff. That was just a mess with me all this time, really.
a little bit. I'll be honest with you guys. I did some of it to mess with Jackson just to see, but as you could tell, Jackson's like a turtle. He's just like, okay, all right. But
Brian
you
Kelly
know
got
what is not? Well, yeah. Good going, BK. Now I can't defend you because you're fired. How am I supposed to defend a guy that's fired? That's like defending that cheated on his wife. But we digress. We digress. But Jackson, you want to know what is fire? Smoothless, shameless transition. You want to know what is fire? Alabama at the voice of college football. That is fire. Fire content happening each and every day, each and every week. Even when Bama's on a bye, there's still things cooking. Cooking. Jackson, what do you got cooking this week on a bye?
Well, we've got. Well, I mean, Jeffrey and I were talking a lot about some recruiting, and we also talked a little about some takeaways from Alabama, South Carolina, and some rankings reactions. But also, I was joined by Luke Robinson and Jimmy Stein of Locked On Bama to discuss the midseason grades of our offense and defense for 2025 for Alabama football. We even talked a little Alabama basketball, what the schedule looks like. And we talked a little bit about recruiting updates, including old Rayon, who's going to be deciding between Texas A&M and Alabama on November 15th. And I got to tell you, that'll be a fun ride. Raylon Henry, my mistake. I said Rayon. Raylon Henry. I got to make sure I'm getting these names right, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I'll just tell you, it's always a fun ride on Alabama, the voice of college football. We didn't get Mountaineer Paul to join us today because unfortunately he got in a car wreck. But luckily he's doing all right. So we'll be praying for him, letting him know, hey, we're thinking about you. Stay safe, stay warm, be safe, be careful. Yeah, that's why at the end of today's edition of Primetime Live, I made some Wookiee noises in his honor because anytime I appear on Lockdown West Virginia with him, we always make Wookiee noises. But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell to Alabama with the Voice of College Football for more top-notch content on Alabama football. So you never miss no video whatsoever. 19 subs away from 3,000 subs. Let's get there. And of course, I've got an upcoming episode of the Jacksonian with Eric Cooper of Unfair Sports, releasing 4:30 p.m. Central, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time, as we talk a lot about the Oklahoma Sooners, and we somehow divulge into the Denver Broncos for a little bit. We even talk a little bit about Vanderbilt football. We talk a lot, and let me just tell you, it was a fun ride. But
Jackson, how dare you bring up the Denver Broncos after what they did to my Cowboys? Just for that, Jackson, I quit the show.
His wife is a Cowboys fan, so it's like, no worries. But
okay, see, she has good taste. You're redeemed.
But yeah, so now this channel is 282 subs away from the magic number 1,000. I hope I can get the 1,000 subs before the year ends. Need all the help I can get. Thank you very much for helping me get close to my goal each day. And for more updates, what I've got going on Alabama with the Voice of College Football, the Jacksonian, including my next episode after Eric Cooper, I'll be having Tucker Harlan from Balls Wire and Tennessee Voice of College Football discussing a lot about Tennessee athletics and the Tennessee Titans. For more updates on Jacksonian's episodes, Alabama with the Voice of College Football, Paul Feinbaum Show once or twice a week, or Jackson Sport College Football with Mountaineer Paul. Check me out, Jackson BOCFB on @/Twitter and on Instagram. There's Jackson Johnson 543908. And also check me out on Blue Sky at Jackson Johnson 97 Blue Sky Social, where some say skies are blue, skies are gray, and some say to each their own. Austin,
Yes.
what do you got going on Sports Talk with Austin Convey?
And to Skate Rat's comment about the Colts, I'm actually really happy the Colts are doing good. I like Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman, he's grown on me as a receiver. I remember watching him at USC. I like Michael Pittman. I hope the Colts go somewhere this year. They need something good. Hopefully they're like the Pacers and make a deep run. Maybe even win the whole thing. But I digress. Of course, you can find me here as well. Find me with picks and analysis with Jackson and various other things like shorts, videos. Of course, final whistles on Saturday nights after the biggest games go final. Of course, and then you can find me on Twitter as well, /X, whatever you like to call it, where I rant and rave about the Cowboys, of course, and of course talk about Louisville and a little bit of everything else and some professional wrestling if you're into that. But that's where you can find me. And you never know when breaking news happens, and we may pop up again, or I may pop up on my own. You never know. I mean, news could come out tomorrow that Jerry Jones decides to leave the Cowboys. I doubt it, or better yet, breaking news might come that the Titans are trading for Dak Prescott for all we know. I mean, that would be something. And Jackson's like, I don't care. It's okay, Jackson. But that's where you can find me as well. And he says, I was 13 watching the Colts win their last Super Bowl. I'm 32 now. Time flies by. I wasn't born the last time the Cowboys won their Super Bowl. So at least you got to see your team play in the Super Bowl and win one.
Yeah, Cowboys won their Super Bowl in 2006. So.
Not the Cowboys, the Colts, Jackson.
Yeah, Colts, my bad. Like, yeah, you are.
Cowboys have been in the Super Bowl since '96.
What the heck is up with my mind tonight? It's like, I got 20 things all at once. Sorry.
I haven't even gotten a chance to see my team succeed. The last team I saw win something was my Nuggets, and that was 2 years ago. I don't pick winning teams, but you know what I do pick? I do pick good company and good ways to spend it. So I'm here with you all on a Tuesday night, and I could be anywhere else. And I'm here with this big handsome man over there, on a Tuesday night. But as always, guys, thank you for everything, being in the chat, being vocal as always. Whether you're booing us, cheering us, we love it. And whether you're telling us we suck or not, we love that too. But we will see you all here Saturday night after the biggest games go final to recap the weekend. Guys, enjoy the games on Saturday. Happy Halloween. Be safe if you go trick-or-treating. Be careful out there. It's crazy. And just enjoy football and family, guys, because you don't know how long we could have this. But until then, we'll see you Saturday. And Jackson, you know what time it is. Let's hit our music and let's get out of here.